We're stuck in your car on a Friday.
Welcome back, everyone. Jumping right into the action here for map 2 between BHOP and GG in this grand final of the Open Qualifier. B-Will's leading the charge here at the A site. He does kill one in connector. That frees up Cynic to go straight for the plant at triple. He does get the bomb planted without any further contest there. BHOP moving in on the rotations from both sides of the A side, but it's Exotic and Cynic fending them off. Austin and Silas trying to go against the odds here. 2v4 retake. Exotic and George able to get those final kills into side. Solid pistol round there from the Gaimin Gladiators. We'll see if BHOP decides to force here. Looks like they're going to do just that. Already 2 scouts being bought here on the BHOP side. Some additional upgraded pistols being purchased now. Nice dodge of the flash in middle, able to pick Silas in connector, but in response he's dinked down to 10 from the back of the A side, but it's B-Wills with a ranged headshot into jungle. Great reaction from B-Wills. Cynic gonna find an AK headshot of his own at Cat. George able to get the bomb planted at triple again for GG. Sorry about that, guys. Was having some audio issues, but GG did finish out that round in a very quick round 3 here at the A site. BHOP now on a proper rifle round. 4 silenced him, 4 CX on the op. GG advancing to B. Exotic with the initial pick. Beaky able to drop 1, but he likely needed more than that.
Bomb has been planted. Terrorists win.
GG now up by 4, and BHOP on the semi-buy here with some upgraded pistols. BHOP sending 2 through underpass. Exotic able to kill the first. B-Will is able to close in from lower mid for another underpass pick. CX, nice headshot there, B. Trades it mid, and Cynic able to get the final trade onto Silas. GG now leading 5-0 here. I know we're still relatively early in the map, but that's a scary scoreline. BHOP is on full rifles, CX on the op. Silas and Austin each getting a defensive stop here at A. Austin able to kill George through connector as well. GG still in a 2v4 here. Nice pick from CX. B-Will's last man standing. He's finished off on Valk. BHOP able to get a much needed first round for themselves. CX, perfect pick into middle from connector. GG did not have a proper angle to attempt the trade there. Still a lot of options here for GG though. GG still a bit spread out. Looks like Bomb might be leaning towards the apartment here in a moment. Flawless peek there from Exotic. And the B apartments, Brett gonna trade back for 2. Almost gets a third, but Carson with a nice headshot towards Van. Still man advantage here for BHOP. Another pick going out on each side. 30 seconds remaining. B-Wells is spotted there, and apartments finished off by Silas. BHOP able to get a much needed second round for themselves. Looks like a timeout has been taken. Looks like BHOP has started to find their chemistry here. Give me just a moment as I'm checking something in OBS. But yeah, as I was saying, it seems like BHOP has found their footing here on Mirage, so we'll see if they can start building off this newfound momentum. Trying to check the logs here to see who called for this time, just to see if this was a tech pause or not. Bit of a lengthy timeout here. So give me just a moment here as I try to get some more info about this. I think this could be a tech-related pause.
No.
And we're back. Whatever tech issues were occurring there seem to be resolved now. Both teams on full rifles. BHOP trying to rally here. They've got back-to-back round wins. And it's Brett on the boost from Cat. Picks off B-Wills there in lower mid. Silas not able to get out of that Molotov and connector. A bit of a strange situation. Austin does get a pick of his own into mid. Cynic down. Man advantage here for BHOP. Brett lurking towards that ladder vent, but Carson was waiting the whole time. Gets the kill. Carson pushing through window, does headshot Austin by the murder window, and it's going to put down Beaky and mark it with an AK headshot as well. Carson versus CX. CX with a solid angle there, but maybe looks away too early. Probably could have lined up the kill onto Carson there had he waited just a hair longer. 13 seconds left. Carson gets the bomb planted on the interior side of default, and as he sidesteps into the center of site, CX reacts with the off. CX letting out some aggression onto that corpse there. More than enough time for the defuse, of course. BHOP now trailing by just 2 rounds. And Gaimin Gladiators actually have a bit of a mixed economy here, but they're still going to go for full rifles. Exotic settling for a Galil. Tagged in apartments. It's George who ends up backing him up and picking Beaky in sight. Brett now moving in defensively from Cat. Austin leading the rotation in market. Further damage being exchanged, but it's Silas registering the next kill by way of 1 deeg towards bench. Man advantage for the Gaimin Gladiators. Looks like they are still trying to make something happen at B, but the bomb's still back near the beginning of apartments. Planted at A. BHOP just looking for exits. CX finds 1 in the murder window. Bomb about to detonate. That's going to put GG back up by 3. But BHOP still going to be on rifles here. CX retaining that op as well. GG leaning towards the A side early in round 10 here. Cynic was still loitering in underpass that whole time. Catches Brett pushing up into apartments. Nice shot there from Cynic. It looks like GG is probably just going to go wherever they get the picks here, but it looks like they are regrouping in the B apartments now. Run boost mid. B-Will's good for the headshot. George able to down Beaky and mid as well. Austin able to get one in connector. Immediately traded out. CX able to op one from Cat into connector, but B-Will's going to connect on a headshot there. GG now leading by 4, and things again starting to look a bit concerning here for BHOP. GG spread out on their default here, taking things fairly passively, even though BHOP is on an eco this round. GG continuing to let some time pass here. CX on the push it ramp does get 1, but B-Will's gonna trade out for 2 CTs there. Main advantage for GG as they advance onto the A side. This should be a fairly straightforward into the round here, unless BHOP can pull off some incredible pistol headshots, which Austin and Beaky do each get a headshot. Tetris in sight. 2v2 situation. Can Brett take care of George in hell here? Carson's been hurt in jungle, but it's going to be George bring down Brett in sandwich. It's only Austin remaining with 4 HP here for BHOP. He's got his Zeus, but it's not going to be enough. George able to finish him off as soon as he re-peaks. BHOP on full rifles, including a double op setup in Arctic Warfare Magnum in the hands of both CX and Beaky this round. GG advancing towards the A side. George able to pick 1 in connector. Trade goes out. Oh, and it looks like we're having... We are having some sort of connection issues here. Alright, hopefully you guys can still hear me. We are definitely having some connection issues. Several trades going out there at the A side. Beaky remaining verse 2. Bomb not planted quite yet. Moving in from window to jungle. Able to get the Aerial shot as Exotic hopped off of stairs. Bomb's been planted. 1v1 situation. Cynic making his way onto the CT stairs. Both players with full health. Beaky fakes the defuse. And he's able to sidestep the back of triple, puts down Cynic. Has enough time to secure the defuse here, even without a kit. Just enough, a little bit too close for comfort, but he'll take it. BHOP able to grab a 4th round here on Mirage, but they're going to need quite a bit more than that here, and ideally at least a couple more rounds here in the first half. Exotic, nice pick onto CX there, past triple. Brett able to finish off Cynic and Exotic in sight. Bomb has been planted. Brett looking for more. Austin able to pick George in sight off the retake. It looks like we do have a weapons model air, so we might have to we'll see, guys. Might wait till halftime before. Oh, there we go. At least a couple players models coming back in here. BHOP able to get those final kills off the retake. Another defuse secured. It looks like a timeout is being taken here, guys. So give me just a moment as I reconnect. We try to get this models bug fixed.
Sarah, I hurt myself today trying to make the pain go away. Sarah, I want to fade away, be with the stars in outer space. You come and you go. You take me high, you take me low. But I don't know how to do this on my own anymore. Oh.
And we're back. Looks like that weapons model bug is fixed, at least for now. Live play also resuming after that brief timeout. Light nades and utility being exchanged at mid, but no kills going out yet from either team. GG advancing towards the A side. B. Wilson, Carson each getting a pick mid and A. Cynic able to get the trade onto Silas at the A site as well. Bomb now being planted. BHOP left in a 2v4 trying to retake. But it's Carson putting down CX in jungle. Op is down. Beaky verse 4. Beaky able to finish off Carson in window. But yeah, he's just gonna have to save this rifle now.
Terrorists win.
BB with a late exit there on George. Bit risky, but he pulls it off. So he'll save that AK going into round 15 here. Final round of the first half. And even one more round here before half would help out BHOP a lot. Every round definitely very significant, I feel like. Definitely on a map like Mirage versus a solidified team like GG. CX pushing all the way up mid. Able to pick exotic early, Cynic good for the immediate trade. Still a lot of time remaining. Smokes down defensively in connector. GG still taking their time, leaning towards the A side here. Potential 2-1 split at A with a lurker over at B. Cynic able to get the initial pick here at A. Brett gonna trade him out with the UMP from stairs. Carson able to trade back a couple seconds later. That does bring the man advantage to the Gladiators. George caught in a pickle there. Bottom of connector. Beaky able to finish him off. Bring this to a 2v2.
Bomb has been planted.
Carson tagged down to 61 off a nade in sight post plant. But it's B-Wills. The crucial kill there from Palace. Trades go out there after. The Gaimin Gladiators do grab a 10th round for themselves. BHOP does still have time to rally back here on Mirage. If they're not able to do so, that means we will be headed to a third map after all, which would be Overpass. But before we get to the possibility of that, we're going to have to see how the second half plays out here. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
Nothing can hold me back. I've passed the point of no return. Something is calling me. It's in the air that I breathe. Bring me back to life again. Dancing with my fear, burning with desire. We gon' take it to the edge and come alive. Go to hell and back just to feel the fire. We gon' turn up in this place and come alive. Oh, I see the signs and I see we're there. And I feel the lies and I feel the sand. Forever hold, no matter if we cast away. A fire in the dark. I know that you will be waiting again. I know that you will be
Welcome back. Second half of map 2 underway. George on the dualies this round. We've seen some wild dually action from him historically. Let's see if he can replicate. Actually, Cynic registering the first kill here defensively at the A site. No trade in sight. Eagles and Cynic each with ranged picks onto Catwalk from Connector. Exotic able to get a trade onto Cat as well. George able to get the final trade at the B site with those dualies. And pistol round going according to plan there for the Gaimin Gladiators. Force buy for BHOP? Question mark. Molotov damage being exchanged at both sides. Carson able to finish off Beaky at the end of apartments. This was not a full force from BHOP, just a semi-buy with some upgraded pistols. B-Wills and George. Pushing from both sides, each coming up with a pick. Cynic able down another at the A side. CX trying to make something happen, and B does take down Carson with the Desert Eagle, but Exotic good for the immediate trade. GG now up by 7. And now BHOP is the one running out of opportunities here. In contrast to map 1. BHOP is on a full rifle buy. 5 AKs in play here for the terrorist side. Exotic doing a significant amount of damage off that window re-peak. Tags Brett down to 38 off that spam top mid. Further contact surely about to be made here at the A side. Bomb advancing into side. CX able to put down B-Wheels by default. Exotic fending off Silas by Palace. 4-on-4 situation. Austin. Nice damage and then finish with the spam there. By stairs onto George. CX being a sneaky demon by the A balcony, able to kill Exotic there in hell. Carson able to prevent the plan here at the A side. Drops 2. Cynic moving in from Connector, able to drop 1 with the UMP. Excuse me, from Jungle there. Brett left in a 1v2. Hops his way into window, but that's gonna be where he meets his demise. Cynic for the final trade of the round by way of UMP 45 spam. Game Gliders now leading 13-8. And as I was starting to say last round, BHOP running out of reasonable opportunities to attempt a comeback here. They're on a semi-buy this round. 4 Desert Eagles spread with the Tech 9, but it's Exotic. The flawless pick there at mid on the early peak from Connector. Exotic subbing in for Jazz Pimp today on the GG side. Austin and Brett, I believe, on trial, but maybe even more serious than that over here on the BHOP side. Some more defensive stops going out at the B side. Austin low in apartment. George going to finish him off with 1 tap with his sidearm. And GG seem to be just about ready to push this to a 3rd map. BHOP do have 5 AKs here, but It's a significant deficit to come back from, especially on Mirage versus a team like GG, especially with GG on the defensive side. Just kind of going right into the mouth of the dragon at both sides, but Silas, not scared, gets the headshot there over at Van. Cynic at Catwalk, able to take care of Brett at upper mid. Austin with some spam here on to triple. This is still technically a 4-on-4. GG does have the health advantage. Utility being exchanged here at A. Austin dodging the flash at Tetris, comes up with the kill off the peak, or after he got pushed and peaked. George moving in from Catwalk aggressively, does kill Beaky in middle, but Silas going to trade him out and takes down Exotic at the A site. It's only Cynic remaining for the Gaimin Gladiators 1v3 situation. Cynic likely just going to be saving the AK here as he falls back into underpass. Officially saving now.
Terrorists win.
BHOP able to grab a 6th round, but again, is it too little too late? That's what we were wondering about GG map 1, and that did turn out to be the case. Timeout has been taken. Not clear by which squad. Not sure if this is tech related again. We're going to go on a brief intermission here as I see what's going on. Hang with us. Unclear if that was a tech-related pause or not, but live play has resumed after not too much of a delay there. BHOP leaning towards Cat and B apartments early. George, unfazed by that Molotov in window, takes down Silas in lower mid. BHOP has committed to the B side. Beaky going to be the first out by Van, but he tagged low down to 9 HP. Despite that, still downs Carson. Opposite side of Van. Cynic does get one defensively from bench. He's traded out. Brett able to trade out for 2 actually here. Back at the B side, make that a 3rd kill into market exit, a 4th! Beautiful headshots to end the round there for Brett. And BHOP able to grab a 7th round, but they're going to have to go on quite a rally here if they're going to stay in this map. pick Cynic. Down middle there, just a semi-buy from GG this round, so BHOP is in a prime opportunity here to grab another round. Able to put down George at Cat, headshots Carson and Window as well, and Austin able to get the final kill here as he steps out of Palace and turns his attention to Jungle. GG is on full rifles once more. Only one set of head armor here on the CT side. It's on the head of Carson. Looks like we are having some sort of connection issues here again. Hope you guys are still with us. Exotic pushing all the way through upper mid. Quickly pick Brett. Cynic with a nice defensive stop here over at the A site. But in turn, BHOP was able to essentially clear A for the most part. They ended up falling back after GG had already made some rotations. Able to take care of Carson over here at the B side. 45 seconds remaining. Austin headed for the plant here at A. Does get the bomb planted inside that smoke at default. Man advantage for BHOP. Exotic moving in from T-spawn is able to finish off Austin. Brings us to a 2v2. By George. Beaky on the peak from CT stairs kills one, but George is able to take down CX on balcony, brings it to a 1v1, but he's not gonna have time to get the defuse, and it doesn't matter either way. Beaky good for the headshot. BHOP now trailing by 5. Could they tie this up and overtake? GG is again too low to get rifles, so BHOP could bring this to within 4 rounds quickly here. Some upgraded pistols for the CT side. BHOP cannot afford to lose this round if they want to continue this rally. GG on a 4B stack. BHOP still doing some reconnaissance throughout the map. Austin able to put down B-Wills over here at the A ramp. We'll see what that leads to. Potential A push inbound as BHOP already has players pushed up aggressively into connector from mid. Right now leading the way onto the A site. Silence able to put down George back at the A site. Bomb has been planted here at A. GG just looking for exits. kill into Market. CX able to put down Exotic outside of the murder window as well. BHOP now trailing by just 4, and this isn't looking like such a pipe dream anymore. Could BHOP finish this series in 2 maps after a dramatic comeback? Could that happen here? Well, it certainly could, folks. Exotic, aggressive peek from Connector, but it pays off. CX picked off in mid. Will's looking for a pick here at the A side, gets one. Able to finish off Silas on the A ramp. He has been spotted here at Ticket. Not planted yet, just over a minute remaining. Beaky able to pick B-Wills there, back of the A site. That was a clean headshot. Beaky able to trade onto George at stairs as well. Beaky trying to make some more action happen here. Does get a 3rd kill for himself on the CT stairs, but he's only got 10 HP remaining. Left in a 1v2. Beaky going straight for the plant here, B. Does get the bomb planted, but had nowhere to go. Carson was already lurking right outside Market window, and GG will bring this to map point up 15 to 10 now. Nice pick from Exotic here at the A site. BHOP trying to hang in this map. If this does go to the decider, it will be overpass. Making his way into Connector, able to down George there. Cynic good for the trade. GG does have the man advantage. Carson on the peek down Cat, able to drop 2 actions despite being partially blinded. Cynic able to get the final kill of the map in middle. And we are indeed going to a 3rd and deciding map on Overpass. This could truly go either way. I do feel like GG has the momentum and the chemistry on their side at the moment, being that they're the more solidified lineup, even with Exotic subbing in for Jazz Pimp here. With that said, we are going to take a brief intermission. We'll be back in just a few minutes for Overpass. Keep this tab open.